Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews. And today we are taking a look at another Blitzway figure. I guess the only one that I've ever reviewed was the Voltron, but this is also a Blitzway figure. And this one is of Devil Moli from some series of figures. This is the only one that I have. I think it's called the Hunters. If you hear a dog whining in the background, I'm watching a friend's dog, and it's a little puppy, and they're whining because their mama is gone right now. So if you hear that, it's just a little puppy whining. Anyway, I know what you're asking me. Why do you have all her accessories on already when you're just starting the review? Well, because for some reason, my audio didn't record the first half of the video, but the later parts of the video, it did. So she already has all her stuff on, and I honestly don't want to have to take it off and repose her. So I do apologize for that. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at her really quick. I'll talk in detail about the accessories in the accessories part, so you're not really going to hear a whole lot of stuff about her accessories. But this is a WWIII silicone body all through. So we got squishy boobs, squishy body, belly, really nice butt cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, she got a nice little booty on it. It's not a big old badonkadonk, but it is definitely toned. It's definitely got some good undercuff here. She does have like black flakes all over her. I think it's coming from whatever the dry brush they use for some of her accessories. But this is like a kind of like a rubbery, like swimsuit type of deal that she has on, and you can move it around, you can pull it. Same thing with the boots. Now these aren't accessories. She does come with these boots on. The grenades are accessories, but the boots aren't. Taking a look at the boots, nice, very nice coloring and painting here on the shin armor here. Then her shoes are nuts. It's almost like she's just fused an ice skate, clearly an ice skate, to create a heel in the boot. And you got like rivets and screws and crap, super duper detailed, amazingly detailed. Then here on her, now this does move around, and it does have like a little cloth strap there, but very detailed knee guard there, a knee armor, I should say. Only on one side though. This is an issue. So this wrapping or whatever that they have around her, it's real, but this side is getting really loose on me. Really, really loose. Not so much on the arms, and not so much on the side with the armor, with most of the armor. This one, that one's looking good. But as you can see where I'm hanging the grenades, it is kind of getting a little loose. I might go ahead and throw those grenades on the straps on her arms. But taking a look at her face, it is done very, very nicely. Now, I do wish that she came with another head or something, but she doesn't. So she's permanently looking like in this direction. That kind of sucks. And obviously this WWIII body does not match the color of her face, but the hair is relatively soft. You can see the little screws there for her like ponytail holder. But yeah, that face is absolutely beautiful. I love it. She looks so freaking cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories. Okay, so taking a look at some of her accessories, and this is not all of them. She comes with a ton of stuff, but these are the smaller pieces, so we're going to take a look at those first. So she comes with actually 4 hands, but they're exactly the same, so that's really weird to me. But they are extremely detailed, especially this one with the the mechanism or whatever, that this gauntlet thing that she had. Well, the whole thing is basically a gauntlet, but whatever this mechanical stuff that she has on this hand is absolutely nuts. I mean, look at the freaking detail on this. It is absolutely wild how nice this looks. I mean, for over 300 bucks, you would hope that stuff would be this detailed. Now, what I wish is that this was a softer plastic, but it is quite hard. So it would be somewhat hard to get, possibly somewhat hard to get these weapons in her hands. I haven't tried it yet, but you'll see when I pose her at the end. But that hand is really dope. Then we got the other hand that doesn't have the mechanism on it, but it is still very nicely done. So you essentially get 4 of the same hands, a left and right of each. Then we got the guns. I believe they are exactly the same. The weathering is obviously different, which is awesome. So they did not just copy they just didn't copy the same gun over again. They actually weathered them differently. But these things are freaking dope. These are so cool. Nicely painted, nicely detailed, nicely sculpted. And I wonder if this piece comes down. I didn't check to see if this moves or anything. It's very hollow. These guns are very hollow, so I want to be kind of gentle with them. I don't want to break them because they seem to be, might be really easy to break. But no, I don't know if this moves. They didn't cut. If this came with directions, I can't find them, so I don't really know. Oh, here we go. Oh wow. Never mind. They do move, and there's a bullet inside. That is dope. Look at that. You can see inside there, and that bullet goes right inside there. So it did move. I knew there's something was going on with this. So that moves. What else do we have that moves here? This piece moves there. So both of them, I think, do that. Let me see if I can do this one without actually taking the bullet out. So yeah, and I guess this pushes the bullet in or whatever. I'm not a gun guy, but yeah, that is so cool. I freaking love that. I love little details like that because it's not really even necessary. If I'm not a big poser. Like, I won't be posing her in different poses a bunch of times. But for like figure photography, this type of stuff is really dope because you can kind of have her like loading up the gun if you want to, or yeah, like she's reloading or whatever, or like she just shot off a bullet and it could be steaming if you want to put like some special effects. So that is really dope. Let me see if I can put this bullet back in here. Hey, I was able to do it. Yeah, that's cool. I love that. Then we have what essentially can be part of her other accessories, but the pictures that I've looked up, this is typically used with her stuffed animal, and you'll see that stuffed animal here in a minute. But yeah, this piece moves here. That's the only moving piece of that, but also very hollow like the other pieces. I wonder if they did that so if you do take a shelf dive, these won't break as easy, or maybe they will break easier. I'm not sure, but this is pretty stiff. I do like the way that is that's set in there, but the detail on this is absolutely amazing too. The weathering and everything on here. Look, this is like post-apocalyptic. That's almost hard word to say. Post-apocalyptic, like right after World War III. So most of this stuff is probably going to be found in like a junkyard or something. So that is super cool. Same thing with her like saw. This would also most likely go with her little stuffed animal. But that's really, really cool too. Same kind of little hinge joint that the other piece had. Then you get two of these kind of Freddy Krueger claws that hinge like in the middle. Each one hinge almost like a Swiss Army knife. I guess that's kind of what this is supposed to be, kind of like a Swiss Army knife. So you do get a hinge here at the bottom. This can also fit on her stuffed animal. So if you wanted to, you could use it. You can use it on that as well. But yeah, like a Swiss Army knife thing. So you get two of these, and each one of these come with like this little hangy piece here, but there's nothing to hang from it. At least I don't have anything to hang from it. So you got that. You got her little walkie-talkie, I guess, or maybe a radio. I don't know if this is, yeah, this is probably like some kind of radio or walkie-talkie or something. But look at the weathering on this thing. This thing is super beat up. Nice screen. That actually looks almost like it's an actual screen. I don't think anything fits in these little holes for this, but that is cool. You get whatever this is. I don't know what this is. Can it fit? I don't think this can fit in the holes of this. No. Yeah, no, I don't think this is a thing that works with this, or maybe it does. Again, I don't have directions. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it's kind of like an antenna or something. I don't know, but it does fit on there. So I don't know what this is though. So whatever, it's like a pipe or something. It could be like an antenna for the radio. I don't know why it wouldn't just be already attached if that was the case. But yeah, you get that little piece. Then you get 3 grenades, and they are all sculpted the same, but they are different colors. So maybe one is a gas grenade, one is like a blow up grenade, and the other one is like a dummy grenade or something. So you get 3 of those. That's really light. And then let's take a look at some of the larger accessories. So here is her stuffed animal, and this is how it came in the box. Nice and dirty and pink and grimy. And it does have bendy wires in the ears and in the arms. And so you can kind of move it around a little bit. And then we were talking about earlier how you can attach these pieces, and you kind of do that like this. I'm going to try to do this on camera without breaking that little nubbin. I'm not going to push all the way on there, but yeah, you can fit those on there. If you want to use these, you can also put these on there as well. So those will fit. Maybe you want to use some shock oil or something to get those to go all the way in. But you can use that. Be really careful when putting these on. Really, really careful. Really careful, because I can feel this breaking. Now this can come off, this whole harness that's on the back here. You can see it says Moli. So his little turtle shell, and then he has like his little gas container thing here. And so this can come off if you wanted to. I probably won't end up taking it off. You can see his little tail. And then like even just the detail in the face of this thing, it has like these gnarly ass teeth. It's got like a Phillips screwdriver eye there, and like a flathead eye there. But this is actually stuffed. This is actually a stuffed animal. This isn't plastic. Like these pieces are plastic and like on his wrist and his eyes and stuff, but The rest of them is actually a stuffed animal. So you can probably clip grenades on them or something if you wanted to. Let's see if we can. Oh, and I forgot to mention, like, the grenade actual clips are really soft, but don't play with them too much. But you can just slide these on here if you want, like that, and then you can see that there is the clip to unclip them, and it is a functioning clip. I can't really get to it right now, but it is a functioning clip. I think it's a functioning clip. I actually haven't tried it, but I think it is functional. But yeah, this thing is a figure in itself. No bendy wire in the legs though, oddly enough. So that's kind of strange. But yeah, there's her little stuffed animal. Next, we'll take a look at her super fluorescent coat. So she also comes with this nice soft goods coat. And I couldn't really tell you what this material is. It might be polyester or something. But there are little buttons here that you can detach this. And it kind of goes around her neck like a cape. And it is like separated in pieces. Well, not really in pieces, just separated down the middle of the back. So it's almost like a raincoat or a poncho type thing. You can kind of see the little barrettes and things attached to it. Oddly enough, I don't feel any bendy wire in this, which is strange to me why they would put any bendy wire in this. Out of anything that would need bendy wire, I would think that this would. But no bendy wire, and you can just fit her arms through the sleeves, I believe. All the pictures that I've seen, it's just kind of been drenched over her back, or draped over her back, I should say. But you can, my finger can fit in here, so her arms can definitely fit in here, because my finger is definitely fatter than her arms. So you get her little jacket, so that's cool. Okay, then next we have her little harness, I guess you could kind of call this thing, and it is absolutely nuts. It has so much freaking detail and so much paint and design put into it. So much sculpting. The detail there, it says oxygen or whatever on it. And this kind of fits over, so like her head will be sticking out of this part here. And you can see that they are working clips. I took that one apart just so you guys can see. But here's the other side that is clipped in. And you need to, I hesitate to move this around too much, because these thin little parts right here, I don't know if those are soft or what, but this is supposed to fit around her, and I am terrified to break that. So I don't know, again, I don't have any directions. So I don't know if this is supposed to come off, or is it just soft plastic that it allows you to like bend it and move it out the way to fit it around her body. But that makes me super freaking nervous. But this would be the front. So this would be the front. And then I believe this would be the back, and this would be the front, according to the pictures that I looked at. But there's like a little handle here. You got the wires and stuff, the weathering, the paint. I mean, this thing is nuts. I mean, you can just look at her accessories through the whole review can just be about her accessories. This could be an hour-long review easily just about her accessories. So these things are nuts. Then we got her helmet. which can fit on the harness. I don't know exactly how it attaches. Hopefully through like some magnets or something. But look at the detailing on this thing. Now the shield, the face guard does open, Let's see if I can do that without breaking it. There we go. It does open like so. So it is functional. She has her little drills on her head there. But nicely painted and weathered. Be careful with these little doohickeys here, because I can easily see those breaking. They kind of feel like die cast, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But the wires are nice and soft, so you shouldn't have any issues maneuvering around this wiring here. This, I believe, is on a bendy wire. Yeah, this is on the bendy wire, so it probably plugs into that harness that I just showed. I'm trying to keep this in frame because this thing is pretty big. You can see the caution 78, the B, whatever that stands for. Maybe that's like her symbol. Double Moli. But yeah, this thing is crazy looking. It looks like a scuba diving helmet. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So this lifts up and it latches like that. That's cool. That's dope. That is super dope. And even the inside is pretty detailed. Like you can even see like where the stuff is like plugged in and stuff. Yeah, so there's her helmet. Then she gets this crazy gauntlet type of deal going on here, which also can attach these things. So you can attach these things to this if you don't want to attach it to the bunny, the stuffed animal, as well as the Edward Scissorhands, knives. Yeah, these are more like Edward Scissorhands, not Freddy Krueger. I think I said Freddy Krueger earlier, but these are way more like Edward Scissorhands. But yeah, you can use those for that as well, and you can mismatch them. I don't. It's late. Just blame it on it being late. But you can see a picture of her helmet. See Moli right there. The weathering on this thing is crazy. You got the caution and danger. These are not super pokey either, so you don't have to worry about them hurting you. Same way with this piece. Looks like you can open this up, and I think her hands fit through here. Or yeah, like her arms will fit through here, and I think the handles, she holds this is like a handle she holds there. And then these pieces are on hinges as well. So that moves, these move side to side, and I think the whole piece moves as well. Let me see if I can get that to move. Nah, it doesn't move, and it just cracked, so I hope it didn't break. I don't think that moves. No, maybe that doesn't move. But yeah, this thing is nuts too. Look at the detail on the inside. You can tell she just spray painted it. But I don't know what she does. What she does for whatever crew she's with, but she must be like a demolition expert or something. But you get this crazy ass, gnarly ass gauntlet. And then lastly, not so much lastly, but mostly for the accessories that she can use, she gets this big ass door that is supposed to double as a shield. And this thing's got some weight to it. This thing has got some weight to it. Look at the freaking scratches on the door. Like, what the hell was she fighting that could put this deep of a gash in the car door? And then look at the glass, like the glass shards and stuff. It's all broken up here. Like, this thing is crazy. Even on the inside, you can see the mirror. Now, I'm not sure what's going on with mine. I'll have to look and see if this is supposed to come off or if this is supposed to be glued, because this kind of snapped off of the shield when I was pulling her out of the box. So I'm not quite sure if this is supposed to be glued or not. If it is, I'll glue it. If not, and this is supposed to like rotate or something, then I need to figure out how to get this back attached. But this thing is freaking dope as hell. All the painting and graffiti and stuff on it. Hunters, I guess that's her faction or whatever. Her helmet again. Double Moli. I guess she's part of the Hidden Leaf Village too. I don't know. But yeah, this thing looks dope. Nothing moves on this that I can find. But again, this felt like it was supposed to be like a magnet or something. I'm wondering if this is just a magnet that's supposed to be glued into this piece. Actually, let me check that real quick. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like this is a magnet. And then the handle does have like a clip on it, so that maybe this can go around her arm or something like that. I've also seen it displayed with the base, which you'll see here in a minute. And so that could also be part of what's going on here. So yeah, I'll have to look into this deeper and see what's going on with this piece. But this is really dope. But I think that's it for accessories. Finally, 20 minutes just on accessories. So let's take a look at her base really quick, and then we can get into some articulation. Be right back. Alrighty, so taking a look at her base. Now this thing is an absolute brick of a base. I mean, it is heavy. This must be actual stone that was carved or something, because this thing is an absolute heavy brick of a base. But you know what, let's pull out the handy dandy scale and let's see how much this thing actually weighs. We'll tear and let's see, pounds and ounces. This base weighs 5 pounds and 2.4 ounces. So yeah, this thing, you can curl with this. You can actually work out with that thing. So I don't know. And it's tall, like it's big. You know, if you put it in comparison to like her helmet, even though her helmet is very big, this base is big, man. I think it's an actual rock. And so it looks like almost like a sewer. I don't know, like it was in the sewer or something. But you can see the Devil Hunters, day after World War III, Devil Moli. And then you got the Hunters painted there. You got like steel beams coming out the side. You got all these, I don't know, tubes coming out of it. Big old chunk of like industrial piping with wires and shit coming out of it. You got these rocks kind of floating in there. Some of these do seem to have bendy wire on them, and they are pretty soft, so you can, for the most part, move them around. Then you got like a junction box or something right there with an actual switch on it. Doesn't move or anything, but yeah, this base is ridiculous. There's her little symbol again. Then you got the top, and then she does come with the kind of high-end crotch grabber type of stand. And so you do get that with an actual metal bar in it. And I believe this is bendy, yeah. So you do get that as well. But yeah, you can get that moving up and down. So yeah, you get the little crotch grabber that can go inside here. I'm not gonna stick it all the way in there, but oh, never mind. I will stick it all the way in there. It goes in there pretty easily, so that's not too bad. But yeah, this base is a somewhat of a work of art on its own. The only thing that it doesn't do is light up, which when you have something this freaking heavy, you might as well put some lights in it. But anyway, let's go ahead and finally we're done with all of her extra stuff. We can go ahead and do the articulation. I'll put hands on her. Not like putting hands on her, but I'll attach her hands and then we'll do the articulation. So be right back. Okay, now obviously it's gonna be a little tough because this is a large figure, but let's go ahead and do some articulation here. So obviously her head is on a double ball peg. So this whole frame is metal. Everything in her, from her neck down to probably her ankles, maybe, all die-cast metal frame. So you're going to get a lot of good stiff movement out of that, out of her giggity. So as far as spinning around, she can do the whole 360 exorcist move there. She can look up really nicely with that neck. Now you do see some discoloration, which I talked about in the beginning, because this body, I don't know what this silicone body is, but it's not, the skin tones don't quite match. So she's pretty pale right here. Looking down that much, side to side is crazy. I mean, it is really stiff. Not really stiff, but like it's easy to move around, but it is, you can feel it. You can just really feel that. Now, as far as her shoulders are concerned, they do go all the way up. There is like, you can kind of shift them a little bit up and down if you work with that, plastic a little bit. I wouldn't recommend pressing on it too hard, but that does give her a decent, not really a butterfly joint. It's not really a butterfly joint, I don't think. I'm not sure what she has going on in there, but it works really well. So that shoulder is really good. As far as the elbow, she does get over 90 with the gauntlet on, and those are her only hands, so that's kind of how that goes. The gauntlet can basically just spin. You're not really going to get a whole lot of wrist movement out of this, and there's no wrist articulation in the actual gauntlet itself. As far as the abs, she can go back very far, and then forward also very far, and then side to side is very fluid, very good. It is honestly kind of like playing with a doll. As far as her legs are concerned, she can get the full splits like so, and then going backwards that far, actually she can go back really far back if you really force that body. They're really far forward, probably even more than that. I don't want to force it too much because I'll start creasing this silicone. You can swivel the thighs. It's not something that I would recommend doing, just because you don't want to damage the silicone too much. So as far as the knee is concerned, let's see, I don't think that's hindering it. Yeah, she can go back pretty far, or go up and back pretty far with that knee. And this piece will move out the way. Like all the soft goods and stuff on there will move out the way. This is movable. It'll kind of move out the way for you. As far as the ankles are concerned, You do get some tilting, but not a whole lot with these kind of figures. So down, not so much. Up, well, you can kind of see what that ankle looks like. But up, not a whole lot. Yeah, no tilting for real, and no toe joint or anything like that. So there's obviously limitations to stuff, to figures like this, especially when you start putting all her accessories on. So you're going to get some limitations, but for the most part, she stands pretty well, even with this, like, these crazy, like, ice skating boots on. So I can dig it. Now, I wish she did come with another face. That would have been nice, or another head. I mean, for $300+, it would have been nice if she came with another head and maybe movable eyes, because she's always just looking in that one direction. But anyway, let's do some comparisons, and this is going to be kind of tough. Be right back. Okay, so here she is with the Blitzway Voltron, and as you can see, she's a tall girl. Not still can't mess with Voltron. I don't know why he's leaning forward like that. That kind of makes me a little nervous. But still not quite as tall as Voltron, but she is up there. And then this is her next to, I think her name was like Candy or something. I forget, but she also has a full silicone body, except for obviously her arms. But yeah, they look pretty good together. Now, I don't know if they would be in the same world. She's a bit too clean. I wish I would have got the dirty version of her, where it had all the blood splatter and stuff on her, but I didn't. But yeah, that's what she looks like with these two. And finally, just for sake of time, here she is next to the one of the beast deities, Broly. And then we have the variable action heroes, Monkey D. Luffy, just to kind of give you a kind of perspective of how tall she actually is. So she's probably my second tallest figure next to Voltron, not counting statues. But anyway, that is it for comparisons. Let's wrap some shit up and get the hell out of here. Alrighty, so to wrap things up, she looks fantastic. She looks absolutely gorgeous. The aesthetic, the detail, the body itself. I believe this is a TV League body. I believe. Just the all-around package is just so freaking good. Now, when it comes to these TV League bodies, the price for entry tends to go up once you start getting into these seamless bodies. But I'll definitely have her on her stand. I will say a couple of other things. Because this fell off, and I definitely think it's supposed to be glued, this can magnetize to the stand now. So this metal pole that the stand is, it's just magnetized to that now. And also, you can see I took the gauntlet off, because the gauntlet can magnetize to her back. And so that's pretty freaking cool. And you can kind of make some faux wings here if you want to. But that is freaking dope. I didn't know it did that until I actually looked at the video. So there's a video. I said this didn't come with any instructions. That's because there's like an authentication card that comes with everything. that you scan it and it takes you to a video of Blitzway actually showing you how everything works on this girl. So that's why it doesn't come with instructions. Now, to me, I don't like that. I personally don't like that. I want to see instructions, and when you pay $300+ for something, it should come with some damn instructions, and it should come with instructions, the video instructions too. That's how I feel about it. It should have came with both. But anyway, she looks absolutely amazing. You can see I've got everything on her. You have to be gentle. These hands, that although they do hold the weapon, they don't hold it. It holds it snugly, but it's kind of just in there. You can't get it in like the trigger finger or anything, or the trigger. You can't get the finger on the trigger or anything like that. This is a bit flexible, so I was able to get that to fit on her. This tube going into this chest piece is very difficult to put into this chest piece. I would almost recommend, I don't know if this would work or not, but putting this whole thing together before you actually put it on her. The helmet actually does lock in, so it's like a lock. You put it on like sideways, and then it twists and it locks in. So that helmet is on there, and I mean, this thing is a work of art. It is an absolute work of art. So I freaking love it. But anyway, that is it for the review. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.